So welcome, and then today we will discuss about news item, and then my name is Diana Firikusuma. So let's get to the contents. And here is table content. We will discuss about introduction, and then generic structure of news item, and then characteristic of news item, and then the last one is language feature of news item. So anybody knows about news item? News item is a text which inform reader about event of the day. The event are considered newsworthy or important. So let's move to introduction about news item. So I will explain shortly. News item is the text which provide information about event or daily events. So this daily event is usually considered worthy of being news or important. So news item is usually is an important news. And then the next, what is the purpose of news item? So the purpose from news item is to there is a two purpose. So the first one is to inform the reader about newsworthy or important event of the day, and then the second one is to present information the reader about newsworthy or important event of the day. So there is two purpose, but I think usually people use a news item is to inform the reader about newsworthy, and then the present information is same, but usually the usually people is using to inform the reader. And then the next is the generic structure of news item. There is three generic structure of the news item. So here is first is main events or newsworthy event. It is recount the event in a summary form, and then elaboration or background event, that is uh, the main the main of news item itself. And then the third one is results of information. It's content comment by participant in the witness. Sorry, in the content comment by participant, and then or maybe witness and the author is in the news item itself. And then the next is characteristic of news item. First is brief information contained in the headline, and then focus on event, using verb action, using process material, dominant use saying verb, many use adverb, many using adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner. And then the next one is a language feature of news item. It is focus on sequence or using a simple language in writing the text, and then using saying verbs like see, cite, informed, told, or report. And then sometimes at beginning the news there is some mention scene or place, like the example is Jakarta, and then Semarang 30 September, or Kuala Lumpur 6 December, and the others. And then using past tense in explaining news event, but it can using some simple present tense um, because the fact is still happen in still happen in the form of the fact. And then short telegraphic information about story captured in headline. There is some like title of the news item itself. I will give the example after this, and then using advert of times and place and manner like I was said before. So there is an example of news item: 7 killed in a accident on Jalan Sultan. That like I told it before, this is about a short telegraphic information about story, or we can call it a headline. And then the next is 7 people were killed in the collision between a bus, a car and truck at 10:35 p.m. on Jalan Sultan last night. So it is a newsworthy event because it is a summary, or it can recount the event in the summary form. And then the next is the death were all passengers in the car. Police believe the car may have been trying to overtake the bus when it was struck by a truck coming from the opposite direction. The driver of the car may not have been using his light, as the truck driver said he did not see the car approaching. So this is a background event. Why? Because it's have elaborating what happened in the news item itself. So, and then the next is the police said the car and so on is a source. Why is source? Because like I told before, there is a comment by participant, or the witness of the event, and then, or maybe he is the authorist expert on the event. So there is a lot. I give you a lot or more some example in here, like this one. Landslide in Bukit Tinggi is still headline of the news item. And then the next, the 2 people died is a newsworthy event because it is about summary and cause why the summary and cause, that's why it can happen. And then killed were 30-year-old called Yusuf. It is a background because this is telling about the elaborate or background the event. And then the next is source, because there is Deputy Mayor Isman Amzi said Tuesday. So it tells about why, and it tells about the comment or the information of the text. And then there's not another example. You can read it by yourself. And then in the last paragraph now, I have a question. You can read in your paper. So what is the purpose of news item? And then what can you learn about news item? What is the news item? So thank you of listening today, and yeah, have another question, or you can use it by you can use it for training yourself to understand about news item. So I will drop it in the description tag. I will drop it in the description box. So thank you for listening me today, and thank you for learning with me today. I'm Diana Firikusuma. See you in the next event. Thank you.